Hi, lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda, and here is Ballistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. So, guys, I came back this video on my For You page on TikTok that's been trending all over social media. It's been trending all over Twitter, TikTok about this, Kendrick and Drake's, controversy. And I was just able to put on some stitches because a lot of people are reacting to it. Some people were like, okay, Drake should actually reply him. Why some like, okay, you don't have anything to reply him, guys. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section and let's dive into it.
If Drake got 1 million haters, I am one of them. If Drake got one hater, I am the one. If Drake has 0 haters, I have left this earth. But I will do my due diligence from beyond the grave. I usually stay out of men's business. I simply do not care for it. Right? I have my own things going on. But when people are dogpiling on Drake, it brings a sweetness to my body. Okay? I actually feel like the sun came out so that we can shine our hatred on Drake. And truthfully, I don't care how many charts he tops or how many club bangers he makes. There is something so sinister, so weird, so predatory about that man's nature. We can speak about that 30-year-old man befriending a teenager, exchanging numbers with her, and then texting her about friendship and boys and dating. We can talk about that. But we can also talk about that time that he decided that it was appropriate, in his power, within his right, to retire ex-strippers when they were not asking for such. Some of you may enter these comments and say, well, isn't that good? Shouldn't they be glad that he's trying to get them out of the club? I'm not finna play with you. I'm not finna play with you because you will not tell a grown woman what to do with herself. When Miracle Watts came and said, I never approved that, I never signed on to that, I never condoned that, I'm not even there because I never supported that. How dare you? How dare you think that you are going to throw a party and do this about face to everybody else and be like, I'm praying for her to get out the... You're a sick man. Your day is coming.
Why do I get the feeling that out of everything Kendrick said about Drake on Euphoria, the only thing that has really resonated with Drake and that has probably gotten to him is the fact that Kendrick said, we don't want to hear Drake say the N-word anymore. Why do I get that feeling?
Kendrick, you ended him, man. Congratulations. There's no way he can come back from that. He's cooked.
Is he still breathing?
What? What?
Is he still breathing?
I guess physically, yeah, but you definitely won.
I'm dropping another song.
Kendrick, you don't have to do that.
What did I say on the last diss?
That you didn't want to see him alive.
That I don't want to see him alive anymore. Is he still alive?
Yes, technically.
Then
but
why the fuck would I stop dropping songs?
I'm just saying you don't have to, like you...
Get me a beat. I'm dropping another song.
My name's Drake. The girls I date are of age, and I don't have a daughter, but if I did, she'd love my IG page. Hello?
Drake, I need you to turn on the TV right now.
Wait, why? I'm recording a response to
Drake, turn on the news now.
Okay. Breaking news, Kendrick drops another diss track.
What is wrong with this man?
We asked the same of you, freak! Drake, where are you from again exactly?
Toronto.
So why are you always in Atlanta like a colonizer? Drake! I don't know. By the way, Drake, what key is your next diss track gonna be in?
A minor.
Yeah, that sounds like you pedophile! Freak!
What is this
We now
happening?
go live to people chanting outside Drake's house.
My house?
Freak, 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 freak. I remember you was conflicted.
Someone check on Drake to see if he's still breathing, bro. this motherfucker Kendrick is sending headshots to the dome. In less than 36 hours, Kendrick dropped 3 diss tracks, bro. In 36 hours, he hit the North Tower, the South Tower, and now he hit the Pentagon. Of all things, he rapped on a West Coast beat? Oh my God, he's playing around now, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This is the equivalent of LeBron being down 3-1. Drake gonna need a miraculous comeback to win. I mean, this dude's song cover is Drake's mansion with the sex offender list on it, bro. He said Drake is stroking a key and it's probably A minor. I mean, they calling Drake P Drizzy now, fam. For Drake to pull this comeback off, he's gonna have to come up with the most miraculous, most out of this world, like just fucking dirt on Kendrick. You don't have to say Kendrick burned down an orphanage and stomped down 3 nuns. Kendrick said this was supposed to be an exhibition. He a motherfucking lie. People went from begging Kendrick to drop some music, and now they're begging him to stop because it's damn near overkill, fam.
Did Drake just make fun of Kendrick for being touched as a kid? I think I need a break from rap. What? I think we all agree after listening to Meet the Grams that Drake won the battle, baby, and I'll explain why right now. So first, Kendrick short. Kendrick shoe, also short. Drake has a daughter. How are you 2 for 2 on hiding children? You're 2 for 2 on hiding your kids. I listened to Meet the Grams and I was uncomfortable. That song was violent. Not only did he drop it the same day as his other diss track, 30 minutes after Drake dropped his diss track, but oh my God.
All too happy to bring up Kendrick Lamar's height and his shoe size in his diss track. One thing Drake didn't think about, one thing Drake really should have thought about before he made that, one thing every woman knows, is that a man who's 5'6", or 5'5", or however tall Kendrick Lamar is, a short king, if you will stoop to the depths of hell in terms of their pettiness. The pettiness of a short king knows no bounds, okay? And one thing about me, you know who I will never puff my chest out to? You know who I will never puff my chest out to, whether or not they're Kendrick Lamar or not? Is the Kung Fu nerd, the short king Kung Fu nerd. Because at the end of the day, that's what he is. That's someone I'm never fucking with. Ever. In any context. Especially if I'm like the prom king that is Drake. I listened to Meet the Grams and my jaw was on the floor the entire time. And I knew Kendrick was going to take it there. Especially after the last song when he was like, that's something that you don't want to do. I was like, you better take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Don't rush, Drake. Don't rush. Because it is loaded. When he said that's something you don't want to do, that meant it's loaded already. It's loaded already. All right? Anyway, Drake was...
Imagine someone dropping a diss track on you that goes so hard that people are calling another artist a genius for apologizing to that guy in advance. So hard that people have now memorized the make and model of the liposuction machine that your plastic surgeon uses. So hard that people are saying that the biggest mistake of your career was entering the same genre as that man. So hard that when podcasters with this complexion tried defending you, people called them unethical for even talking about hip-hop in the first place. So hard that when another rapper that you worked with so much as liked a tweet about the guy, he immediately went, that was an accident, I swear. So hard that if you type in the word euphoria into Google, you no longer see the hit TV show that you've produced for 5 years. And so hard that people aren't even waiting for you to make a response because they're telling you not to respond at all for your own good. And to top it all off, he just dropped another And people aren't even calling this one a diss track. They're calling it a lecture from a father to his son. I think I would actually just pull a Thorfinn and go live on a farm.
I woke up to find out Drake passed last night, and it wasn't a peaceful departure. Now, before Kendrick's prosecuted, the one person who could have stopped this murder before it even occurred didn't step in, and he needs to be brought to the front of the congregation, and that man's name is Jay Prince. Prince stepped in last time Aubrey stepped in this mess with Pusha T, because Pusha was not done. He was just charging up. I'm thinking Jay Prince didn't step in this time because it's not really worth it. His investment ain't paying off like it was before, and it's time to let the motherfucker go. Drake is a black man. Nobody's refuting that fact, but the other facts still stand. He was raised in the Jewish community in Canada. When he started cosplaying as a black American, that's when we should have got him the fuck up out of here.
Keep it Canadian, man.
It was no different from what the fuck Miley Cyrus goofy ass was doing. Meet the Grams wasn't just a song. It was a therapy session to this man's entire fucking bloodline. It's over. He DMing little girls, putting them on layaway, and paying them off when he can't wait, and women still support this dude. Bitches.
If you're paying attention to this beef, and you're one of those people that sit at the intersection between rap and anime, you know exactly where this is gonna go. All this is Naruto and Sasuke's last battle at the Valley of the End. That's all this is. They gonna come out and hitting each other with their best. Ocular Jutsu, Nine Tails, Lightning Release, Sage Mode, Six Pass Technique. Then it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get hard to watch. A little sad. They're gonna do irreparable damage to each other's careers. Arm blown off. Then after a few months, a year, they're gonna pop back up again doing a sign of friendship. If there's one thing I know about men that's consistent, after the fade is respect. After the fade is friendship. It happens every time. Naruto already predicted this. If you're paying attention to this beef, and you're one of those people that sit at the intersection between rap and anime.
Well, see, your feet are small and top is taking 50%.
Your abs fake. You think you a badder bitch than Sexy Red. You got like 80 different accents because you want a crazy appropriation kill streak. You not black. You take fatherhood advice from Goku. Pusha T smoked you. You not black. It's me versus you and a starting lineup, full bench, and an injury reserve full of ghostwriters. You like little kids way too much. You not black. You sent a cease and desist for like that because your feelings were hurt. Canada's whack. Stop talking like you a gangster and go back to making that hotline bling. The women you mess with don't respect themselves. Your contract got your money cut up so many different ways. It looked like a table of 10 at Applebee's trying to figure out how to pay the bill. My whole catalog is classics, and I only hear your shit when I'm waiting in line at Macy's. And you not black. Black.
Look, Drake represents evil and Kendrick represents good. No matter what side you're on in the beef, you acknowledge these are the facts, right? Now, Drake, if he wins, we will never be free from the Drake regime. Kendrick is our last hope to stop this, because the thing is, Pusha T may have beaten Drake, but the thing is, Drake fans were like, wait a minute, I only listen to 5 artists. Who's Pusha T? I don't know who he is. So there's nothing Pusha T could actually do with that victory. My prediction is Kendrick wins this beef and Drake ends up going to the hospital, because in case you guys don't know, like, Drake actually has medical issues from working so hard. You low-key gotta respect it. But anyways, we're free from the shackles of Drake fans, right? But Kendrick, he doesn't want to be in the limelight, so he delegates. He decides to put J. Cole in charge, but then J. Cole drops the fall off, and we're all like, wait a minute, this guy sucks, we can't listen to him. So then Kendrick puts Baby Keem in charge, and the thing is, Baby Keem's too young, he's not ready for this, all right? So he like handles his own against Lil Baby on some baby on baby beef, but then Travis comes in and just takes it from right under his nose. So we are living in the Travis Scott era, okay, and everything's pretty good, but then Cardi drops, and we're like, Cardi? Travis? What do we do? We're like little kids looking for our dads. We're confused. It is now the Cactus Jack versus Opium civil war. Basically, Travis Scott and Don Toliver versus Playboy Cardi, Destroy Lonely, and Ken Carson, okay? And because of those numbers, Cactus Jack starts losing, all right? But then they get like a secret hitter. And we're like, what? Who's this? It's Sheck West, okay? He was never a one-hit wonder. He just never dropped another album. An amazing, valiant effort from Sheck. But Opium has something up their sleeve, okay? Who's the members of Opium they always forget about? HXG. HXG comes in, takes out Shaq, takes the victory for Opium. So now we're in the Opium era, and me personally, I'm loving it. I'm wearing my Rick Owens heels everywhere. I'm having an excellent time. But some old heads are trying to stage a rebellion, okay? They're reaching out to J. Cole. They're like, please, I think you could save us from this reign. So then J. Cole comes back, and he's like,
1985, I arrived. Everyone's like, shut up, old man, get out of here. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. We never hear from him again. He ends his career with a whimper. By the way, Baby Keem has been increasing his power level this entire time ever since he lost to Travis. And he goes to recruit Future. He goes to Future's house. He's like, yo, Future, like, everyone's out here wearing black. Nobody likes color anymore. You're the only one who can save us from this, okay? They look up to you. Future's like, I've had my time. I'm happy to watch all this from the sidelines. And he looks out his window and he can see everyone just wearing black walking around. Baby Keem's like, how could you be so selfish right now? And Future's like, what could you expect? The second Baby Keem leaves his house, Future goes down to his room and he's all sad, you know, and he takes out a picture of Young Thug and looks at it and he starts crying. The thing is, he knows he could take over, but he doesn't want to do it without his twin. Kendrick's been watching this whole thing and Kendrick feels just like Keem. He's like, okay, it's my time to reset the balance again. But the thing is, Kendrick goes out there and nobody cares about lyrics anymore. He then reaches out to Isaiah Rashad and he's like, yo, bro, I need some help in the vibes department. And Zay's like, bro, I got you. And then they release together and we're like, wait a minute. We kind of start thinking, we're like, wait, should we go to that side? But Cardi is not worried about this at all. He tells Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, handle that for me. And they're like, yo, I got you. And then boom, in the upset of the century, they blow Kendrick Lamar and Isaiah Rashad out the water. He never realized how good they were because they were learning under Cardi's tutelage this entire time. And now they're starting to realize how good they are. And they're like, wait a minute, if we can take out Kendrick and Isaiah Rashad, we could probably take out Cardi. So what they do is they try to weaken Opium. They go to HXG and they're like, yo, we're about to stage a coup. Are you with us? Michi stays loyal to Cardi, but Bino is like, yeah, I'm with y'all. So boom, the Opium Civil War. Cardi and Michi versus Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, and Bino. And oh my gosh, it's so brutal. Michi and Bino take each other out. It's so sad to watch because you're like, oh man, they were such good friends. And now you gotta remember, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely at this point are about on Cardi's level, all right? So it's like that scene in Avengers where Iron Man's fighting the Winter Soldier and Captain America at the same time. It's so much good music. Like us as a society, we're eating, okay? But they take out Cardi. So now Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely are ruling society, all right? The music is good, but the vibes are horrendous. People out here moving crazy. And remember, Baby Keem's been raising his power level this whole time. So he's like, wait a minute, now that there's only two of them, if I just get a couple more people with me, we could absolutely take them out and restore order. Baby Keem goes to Pierre, has him produce. Baby Keem goes to Travis. He's like, yo, Travis, I know we've had this situation in the past, but this is deeper than us right now. And Travis is like, you're absolutely right. He reluctantly agrees, and now they have an alliance. They drop together, but now there's this one song where we hear something, and it's like, wait, what's that? That sounds familiar. Like, oh my gosh, it's Drake. He's out of the hospital and now he's singing. He's had an entire redemption arc. It sounds something like Virginia Beach. It's so beautiful. This new alliance is gaining so much traction. We're like, what? Baby Keem teaming up with Drake after what Kendrick did? How is this possible? Society is in like a 50-50 split. This looks like it's gonna be the most brutal beef we've ever seen, okay? Baby Keem, Drake, and Travis versus Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely. I know what you're thinking. What? Baby Keem's team is obviously gonna win. That's a 3v2, but no. Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely took two people from the underground and helped them unleash their full potential under their tutelage the same way Cardi did to them in a full circle moment. Who are these artists? Hard Rock and Molly Santana. Then Baby Keem's like, wait, a 3v4? This can't happen. I need one more guy. And who do you think he recruits? The one man no one thought to use against Opium. He recruits Yeet. So the stage is set for this to be a massive slobber knocker, right? But then the unthinkable happens. Frank Ocean drops. And it is the most beautiful piece of work anybody in this world has ever heard, okay? And it has two features. Playboy Cardi and Kendrick Lamar. The best of both worlds. And then people realize, they're like, wait a minute. All of this music was good the entire time. I can listen to people who are more lyrical and also listen to people who are less lyrical, and they're all good. Frank Ocean ushers in a new era of musical piece that we have never seen before, okay? And it's a beautiful moment. And Team Destroy Lonely and Ken Carson and Team Keem stage a truce. All right, they all agree to let each other rock, and it's just so beautiful, you know. And yeah, anyways, that's how I think the Kendrick Drake beef.
Like seriously, lovelies, these two actually came for each other, and this actually took to internet. A lot of people were, reacting to it because these people decided to, express themselves in terms of they actually even brought their family matters into it. The other guy was talking about how Drake actually had one hidden daughter somewhere that is 11 years old. Drake also has a son and all of that, and he accused Drake of having double life, and he also went ahead to talk about how Drake's father should be very sorry for having such a manipulator as a son. All of these things started because Drake actually told them about his girlfriend or his fiance, and you should also check if the son the fiance or the child the fiance had for him is actually his. And this whole thing, they were all coming to each other in a song lyric back to back. They were just releasing it, and oh my goodness, a lot of people were reacting to it. Some people were citing, Drake, while some people are citing Lamar, and some activists decided to come into this beef that's been going all around circulating the internet, and a lot of people were like, okay, Drake, you actually stop responding, because then Lima has actually finished him, and there's nothing else left for Drake to actually tell this young man. And then all of this, and this something that have been causing a lot of controversy since Friday after the release of the family matters and all of that. And this thing is it just getting their fans to like, okay, a lot of people were in the side of Drake, while the other one is inside of Lima. But my own perspective in all of this thing is that I do not actually, like the fact that they have to involve their offspring, their children, their father, and all of that. Like, if you're having a beef with your fellow man, if you're having a beef with, with your colleague and all of that, you should be able to do your beef within the both of you without trying to involve your families, especially the children that they are talking about. Because after all of this, I went to realize that Drake's 11-year-old daughter, she's actually in the hospital and about to get operated in the heart. I think she has something to do with the heart problems, because I saw them showing her, and I was like, oh, why would they actually involve these kids that has nothing to do with all their beef? And if they're having this beef with each other, they shouldn't include their families, their relations, and their loved ones. If they have beef, they should be able to do this themselves, do it the way man to man does it. And the 4-year-old son, in the other hand, the way he's also, I know that Drake was actually the first person that decided to come for Limas, and the fiance and dad of him not being the father, not being the real father, and all of that. This is something that if you have beef with your fellow adult person, you should be able to settle without trying to drag every other person, because they actually dragged their family members into the whole thing, and it's now making the whole of the internet getting to know things that they were not even supposed to know. So as a result of trying to like get a beef with your fellow human, you are just there revealing everything that we are not we are all not so supposed to, like, we're not supposed to know about it. But now, because of all of these controversies, a lot of people are finding out so many things. A lot of people, you guys are just practically reliving and expressing your family, like putting it out there in public. And one thing about people like this, they might actually, after some time, after some time, they might just come back and become friends again. I don't know if I should say if this is as a result of promotion. Like, I don't know if they're trying to do all of this saga to actually promote the track they keep on releasing back to back and back to back. So I think this is actually another trick that they can use to promote their saga, because this is getting a lot of people entertained. This is actually getting people to want to know more about. So I think if they want to do stuff like this and also want to come for each other, want to beat each other, they should just do it quietly without actually trying to involve their family members, especially the little ones involved, because internet is something that can never be forgotten. And a lot of people are actually caught out Drake to quits replying to this young man, because maybe when he keep on replying, that's when he keep digging things that he do not want out there. But what do I know? Anyways, lovelies, this is what I got for you guys. Please, if you watch up to this extent, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like this video. Leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think. Do you think that Drake should continue dragging this case, or do you think that Drake should just keep quiet and allow the sleeping dog lie? Share in the comment section, and I will see you when I upload the next one.